We are up 3-1 in the World Series with an opportunity to win it all in front of our home fans against the Atlanta Braves. Welcome back to the Angels franchise, everybody. We are only, hopefully, an episode away from ending this series on the channel. I know the first two episodes that I posted aren't really getting all that much love, but I do need to finish this series. We're going to have Chase Silseth starting this game as he is on the mound, and he is going to start this one with a strikeout of Michael Harris. As we're wearing our white uniforms here at home, it's kind of a unfamiliar sight. We're usually wearing red here in the postseason because we have been red hot in those uniforms. As Kelnick is aboard, we'll see if they charge an error to Alec Bohm. So a runner on with one out, and Acuna is going to send this one to center field. Mike Trout, the future Hall of Famer, camping underneath of it for the second out of the game. A win here would solidify the Angels as World Series champs as Matt Olson goes down looking and Chase Silseth on the mound here. I remember at the end of last episode I told you guys that you could potentially see Fernando Guillen on the mound. That is not the case here. Huascar Ynoa for the Braves is on the mound, and this is the first time he's pitched all postseason as Luis Rengifo is aboard as we have the leadoff on base. Here's Mike Trout with his .268 average in the postseason, and he goes down swinging at the slider. Ynoa with a strikeout. That brings Alec Bohm to the plate. He's been decent in the postseason, but not what we really expected out of him. And this one's going to get down as Luis Rengifo is going to go first to third, and the Angels have two on the corners with only one out, and they are threatening to score. As here's Logan O'Hoppe standing in, hits this one pretty well to center field. This should be plenty of distance for Luis Rengifo to tag up. Here's the throw from Michael Harris, and it stands no chance. Arcia is going to hold on to it, and the Angels lead 1-0 here in Game 5 of the World Series. As Mickey Moniak stands in now, he chops this one to right center, and it gets down. Logan O'Hoppe going first to third, and he is in there. Or Alec Bohm, I should say, going first to third. And runners on the corner with two away for Patrick Wisdom. His average under 100 now, and he goes down swinging at the slider. That finishes off the first inning, and the Angels lead 1-0. Here's Austin Riley standing in. Chase Silseth delivers the cutter. It's off the glove of Shanuel. He has a play at first anyways. An excellent job by Silseth to cover the bag. Here's Albie standing in. He goes down swinging at the splitter. Chase Silseth is an animal on the mound, his third strikeout. As Sean Murphy stands in with his .255 average in the postseason, he's been extremely quiet here in the World Series, and he's going to fly out to Mike Trout to end off the top half of the second, I should say. Braves was only a hit. Here's Shanuel standing in, 0-2 from Ynoa, and he goes down swinging at the circle change. Ynoa with the strikeout, his third of the game. And Austin Hayes starting in left today. To the plate, he goes down swinging at the slider. An ugly approach to the plate that time. Has 4 strikeouts for Ynoa, and he's only pitched 1 2/3. Here's Skinner, hits this one to right center field, and Acuna moves to his right and makes the play, and that finishes off the second inning. 1-0, the Angels still lead this game, as we'll see what Chase Silseth can do here in the third inning with Orlando Arcia standing in. He goes down swinging at the splitter. He's been really good in the postseason with a .388 average, but Chase Silseth picks up strikeout number 4 in Game 5. Here is Owen Miller on a line shot to Rengifo, and he makes the play. 2 away in the top half of the third. Michael Harris now is going to hit this one to right field. Mickey Moniak moving to his right, camping underneath of it. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for the all-star pitcher. Here's Rengifo standing in now. Chops this one to Ozzie Albies, who makes the play. And the thing about Chase Silseth is he's a Cy Young finalist. That's how good he has been this season. As Mike Trout stands in and hits this one to left center field, and it gets down. Mike Trout has himself a 1-out double, and we have another scoring threat here in the bottom half of the third with Alec Bohm, one of the best hitters with runners in scoring position in the MLB. Bohm's going to hit this one to right field, decently stroked, and that is going to be caught by Acuna, who throws to third, and Trout's in there safely. So a runner on third with 2 away, and here's Logan O'Hoppe with a 305 average. Chops this one up the middle, and Logan O'Hoppe has another RBI. And the Angels lead Game 5, 2-0. This is exactly what you would hope for in this situation. 2 RBIs for Logan O'Hoppe in the game, and Moniak's going to hit this one, and it gets through. Back-to-back base hits for the Angels. And there's another threat. Here's Patrick Wisdom, 0 for 1 on the day, and he goes down swinging again. This guy does nothing but strike out. But the Angels still with a 2-0 lead as we go to the 4th. And it's Jared Kelenic standing in. He's 1 for 1. And he will watch ball 4 as the 95-mile-per-hour 4-seam misses high. It's a runner on with nobody out. Ronald Acuna to the plate. Hits it to Rengifo, and he makes the play. So 1 away here in the top half of the 4th. But this is the most dangerous part of this Braves lineup. And Matt Olson's been the most dangerous this season. And he's going to hit this one to right field. It's a base hit. And we're going to third on the throw. And Kelenic's in there safely. Runners on first and third with only 1 away for Austin Riley, who chops this one up the middle. Braves are on the board. Here's the throw to third from Trout. And it is not in time. Matt Olson slides in safely. We're playing so deep with these power hitters, and we're allowing these base runners to go to first and third way too easily, as Ozzie Albies will go down swinging at the slider for out number 2. But Chase Silseth trying to work around the jam here as Sean Murphy stands in and hits the liner to Shanuel, who makes the play. But Austin Riley puts Atlanta on the board with his RBI single. Here is Shanuel standing in, hits this one pretty well to right field. Nolan Shanuel over the head of Acuna. Shanuel is going to have a leadoff double to begin the bottom half of the 4th. And the Angels with another scoring threat against Huascar Ynoa. Here's Austin Hayes standing in now. He's 0 for 1 on the day, and he's going to pop this one up to first. That's a good pitch to hit. He just didn't get around on it, as we're not going to be able to advance the runner this time. And Sean Skinner stands in now. He's the 9 hitter. Here is Skinner, and he goes down swinging at the slider. So the leadoff double potentially going to be left on second here. As here's Luis Rengifo, and he's going to chop this one to Ozzie Albies, who will make the play. That's a great job by Ynoa to work around the leadoff double. And we're going to bring in Jordan Montgomery now. So we're going long relief guy, and then we're going to go to Jordan Montgomery, who's a starter. So Silseth is more of your long relief guy. I figured we'd bring him in because we knew we'd get 4 really solid innings out of him. Jordan Montgomery is expected to try and close this one out. And he's going to not have a play at second. Probably should have went to first on that play. And now you got 2 runners on with nobody out. And Jordan Montgomery is in some trouble here. Michael Harris to the plate now. Hits this one up the middle, and Michael Harris looks like he's going to have an RBI, and the Braves have tied this game up. 2-2 here in Game 5. It's a literal must-win for the Braves, or they will lose the World Series, and they have a chance. This one's hit straight to Bowman. He has the play at the plate. Owen Miller could have given the Braves the lead, but you can't run on that one right there because Alec Boehm's going to make that play 10 out of 10 times. You got to stay put at third on that one, as the Angels are fortunately able to get the first out of the inning, but still 2 runners on in this situation for Ronald Acuna. And this one gets away. The runners will advance to second and third now with 2 in scoring position for Ronald Acuna, and we already know who's up after him. Here's the pitch to Acuna, and he's going to give the Braves the lead. Mickey Moniak charging in, throws to the plate, 2-run score, and the Braves have a 2-run lead in Game 5. The Braves offense is finally clicking. As here's Matt Olson, and he's going to go down swinging at the 12-6 curve. But the Braves now with a 2-run lead. Here's the 0-1 to Austin Riley, and it's going to be Acuna taking off, and he's thrown out. An excellent play by Logan O'Hoppe, as that will finish off the top half of the 5th. But not without some damage. 3 runs come across, and they give the Braves the lead. As we go top 6 now, Austin Riley to the plate, and he's got a base hit as Mickey Moniak fields it. We didn't do anything in the bottom half of the 5th. So you got to worry, is the offense starting to slow down a little bit for the Angels? Here is Ozzie Albies, bloops this one in the left field. Back-to-back base hits to kick off the top of the 6th. Just unfortunate. Jordan Montgomery, we thought he'd be the guy that can come in and just close this game out and finish off the last 5 innings. And instead, it's kind of been devastating bringing him in this situation. Does have an out, though. Here's the 2-2, and Orlando Arcia is going to get this one, and it's going to be an RBI for the Braves, and they go up 5-2. Runners on the corner now with only 1 out, and the Braves now lead by 3. And we're going to move to Fernando Guillen. He has pitched 8 2/3 here in the postseason. Been pretty solid, as this one's going to be hit out to Moniak. He's probably not going to have a strong enough arm to make this play. And the Braves have a 6-2 lead. And they now lead by a grand slam. That's the only chance we have of winning this one now. Here's Michael Harris to the plate. Hits it deep to right center field. And it gets down. And thankfully for Fernando Guillen, it's a ground rule double. If not, runner's going to definitely score. Here's Kelenic, hits this one deep, and Trout moves back to make the play. But the Braves offense has woken up. 6 runs, 10 hits through 6 innings. And they're staying alive here in the World Series. As Patrick Wisdom stands in now, 1 away. Here comes the 0-2 from Manoah, and Patrick Wisdom is going to kill this one. But it looks to be foul. Just barely. You're telling me this isn't a home run? Watch the replay. Where does this ball hit? It hits off the foul pole. That's a home run. So the score is 6-2 instead of 6-3, and Wisdom goes down swinging. The umpires missed that one. To say that that was 3.1 feet outside of the foul pole was ridiculous. As here's Nolan Shanuel. He drives this one to left center field. Shanuel. It's gone. The Angels cut the lead to within 3. But it feels like the game should be 6-4 right now. Patrick Wisdom hit a home run right there, and the umpires just missed it. That is extremely unfortunate here for the Angels. Here's Austin Hayes standing in, and he hits this one back up the middle. Enoa's still in the game for the Braves, but at this point, it kind of feels like he should probably be pulled from this one. The Angels' offense is starting to wake up a little bit. As here's Sean Skinner, hits this one down the line. It's going to be a tough play for Riley, and the play won't be made. 2 on with 2 out as we go to Luis Rengifo. And they're going to roll that in air. Enoa still in the game. The Braves may be trying to save their bullpen a little bit. Rengifo is going to hit this one to center field, and Michael Harris will make the play. So Oscar Enoa gets out of the jam that he faced here in the bottom half of the 6th. But Nolan Shanuel cuts the lead to within 3 as Fernando Guillen will continue to work out there on the mound. And Acuna is going to hit this one deep to left field, and it is off the base of the wall. Nearly had a home run, but it's a leadoff double instead. And the Braves offense remains red hot here in Game 5. Matt Olson standing in now. Hits this one up the middle. Trout rushes in, throws it home, and the Braves are going to, get that 4-run lead back in hand. 7-3 the score. Matt Olson's a tough out. And there's Austin Riley swinging and missing on a slider. 1 away here in the top half of the 7th. Here's Ozzie Albies now to the plate. Chops this one to Rengifo. Moves to his left. Flips to Skinner to first. And it's a double play. As we head to the 7th inning stretch. But we trail by 4. The Braves offense has exploded here in Game 5. Here's Alec Bohm, and he goes down swinging as Andrew Bellotti enters the game now for the Braves. I want to say he's pitched in at least 3 games here in the World Series. Logan O'Hoppy's turn now. Flies this one to right field. Ronald Acuna camps underneath the fit, and that will end the 7th inning. The Angels now down to their final 6 outs here in Game 5. Sean Murphy 0 for 3 on the day and goes down swinging at the slider for the first out of the 8th inning. Fernando Guillen, one of the first picks we had in this series, as this one is through, and it's going to be a base hit for Orlando Arcia. I think we went Sean Skinner in the first round, and then Fernando Guillen might have been our 2nd round selection if I remember correctly. As Owen Miller is going to sky this one out to Trout in center field, and he's going to get this one in for the second out. Fernando Guillen looking for one more out to take us to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Michael Harris, hits this one to left field. Austin Hayes drifting back to his left to the track, and he makes the play for the final out of the top half of the 8th. The Angels need some runs here as they are down to their last 6 outs. We're going to bring in J.D. Davis as Mickey Moniak will be substituted out to bring in the right-hander facing Dylan Lee. And this one's chopped up the middle, and it's a base hit for J.D. Davis. A trade deadline acquisition entering the game here, and it's Patrick Wisdom to the plate. He's 0 for 3, and this one is no doubt about it. Should be home run number 2 for Wisdom. Instead, it's his first. That's his 3rd of the postseason, 1st of the World Series, and it's a 2-run game here in the 8th inning. Had they counted his first one, which was a fair ball like we've mentioned multiple times, this could be a 1-run game at this point. As Patrick Wisdom just crushed that ball, 113 off the bat. And here comes Zach Neto, 3 home runs, 222 average, as he's facing Dylan Lee, and he's going to swing and miss at the slider for the first out of the bottom half of the 8th. Here's Austin Hayes, 1 for 3 on the day. He hits this one to left field. Austin Hayes got all of it, and it's gone. The Angels. It's a 1-run game. You're kidding me, right? Patrick Wisdom's home run, his first one, that was called a foul ball. Had it counted, this game would be tied. Are you kidding me? This is the development that we have had in this game. Wow, it's really starting to feel like the umpires are potentially going to screw us out of this one. As here's Sean Skinner to the plate now, and he's going to pop this one up. Arcia moves to his right and will make the play for the second out. Top of the lineup up for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. That's a pitch to hit, and he just missed it. Flies it to Michael Harris, and that will finish off the 8th inning. But the Angels score 3 and make it a 7-6 game here in Game 5. This has probably been the best game of the series, and what are we doing now? Why is Caleb Ferguson coming in? Oh, boy. Here's Jared Kelenic up the middle and a base hit for the Braves. Caleb Ferguson. Here's Ronald Acuna now, 2 for 4 in the day, and he goes down looking at the 4-seam fastball. Maybe Caleb Ferguson going to make me eat my words, but he's got to face the toughest bat in this lineup in Matt Olson, who hits this one to right field, and it's a 3-hit day for the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. 2 runners on with only 1 out. And here's Austin Riley. He's 2 for 4. Hits it up the middle. Trout rushing in. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it is offline, and the Braves lead 8-6. Let's just say for hypotheticals, they lead 7-6 now, or 8-7. As we're going to bring in Jose Soriano. He misses on the slurve as Ozzie Albies will walk here. Sean Murphy with the bases juice hits this one to Skinner, who throws the second to first, a double play. As we head to the bottom of the 9th, the score 8-6, and the Braves will bring in Raisel Iglesias, and it is the prime of our lineup. Mike Trout to lead off. Iglesias gets the strikeout, 1 out for the Braves, and a must-win, a win or go-home game for the Braves. Here's Alec Boehm standing in, hits it up the middle. It's a base hit. All right, so that will bring the tying run to the plate for the Angels. And it's going to be Logan O'Hoppe standing in. Here comes the 1-2, and O'Hoppe's behind the fastball. It's a second strikeout for Raisel Iglesias, and the Angels are down to their final out, and it's J.D. Davis standing in. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Here comes the 2-2, and Davis swings and misses at the sinker. And the Braves have won Game 5. An absolute thriller of a game. The Angels continue to try and come back. And in this situation, bringing in Caleb Ferguson proved to be the costly mistake. But I didn't want to bring in our best arms in this situation because there's always a possibility of having a Game 6 and a Game 7. Bringing out Chase Silseth, it was because I thought this is our moment to try and win it all. Bringing in Chase Silseth to start the game meant that I thought we were going to get 4 really solid innings but it was when we eventually went to Jordan Montgomery, and he kind of struggled. He allowed 5 runs and 6 hits in 1 1/3 inning. The Braves had 8 runs and 16 hits. As the next game will be Game 6, and we go back to Atlanta. Spencer Strider will be on the mound. We're set to have Griffin Canning potentially start this game. We'll have to see what the decision is once we get there. But I feel like there's a chance we could be in some trouble. We were up 3-1. We lose the game at home. And now we go back to Atlanta to take on a hostile Braves crowd and a really good Braves team. And they have their ace on the mound. I worry that this one's going to go to a Game 7. And if it goes to a Game 7, who knows what could happen then. But I will see you guys there for Game 6. And I hope that we can beat these guys while we have the chance. Because if it goes all the way to 7, I'll be a little scared. I hope to see you guys there. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a good one, everybody. See ya.